What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you again for tuning in. Welcome back to Ghost One More Mod. Today is part 2 of So You Want to Be a Ghostbuster. And YouTube can be tricky. So between part 1 of being a Ghostbuster and talking about the suit, lo and behold, my 7-year-old daughter told me that she wants to be a Ghostbuster for Halloween. Shocker. How sweet. I love it. So what I'm doing today is I'm taking what I had shot for So You Want to Be a Ghostbusters Part 2, and I'm now inserting and intertwining that with How to Be a Ghostbusters Part 2 with all the peripherals that you need, and also tying it into making a Ghostbusters costume for a child. So I'm going to be very brief on the suit because that was really what all Part 1 was about. I went against my own recommendation of don't buy a suit from a Halloween store. Here's the reason why. My 7-year-old daughter is growing like a weed, and I know that she's going to wear this suit 2 or 3 times in the month of October. So I do want to buy a proper suit, and they have one online, and I'll leave a link in the description below for that. If you really want the most authentic, or if your kid isn't growing as fast, or if they're a teen, go for it. It's still a very good value, and you can make it look super realistic. I just know that this is going to get worn just 2 or 3 times, and she's going to outgrow it. So once she slows down, then I'll probably go for something more realistic should she choose to be a Ghostbuster again. So that's what this video is going to be. You might see some continuity stuff between what I'm shooting now and what I had previously shot, but I try my best to make it seamless for you. So anyway, let's kick it off. So You Want to Be a Ghostbusters Part 2, Take 2. So being very brief, yes, I did go to Spirit and I bought a child's costume. Like I said, I just know that she's going to outgrow it. I mean, it's 30 bucks after like a 20% discount coupon, so it's not terrible, but it does look very basic. As you can see here, it is pretty simplistic. It's just a tan jumpsuit, and she kind of looks like a mini janitor. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do some quick weathering. I'm not spending a lot of time on that. I've done that in other videos, but just to add some realism. And I'm going to talk about all the peripherals at the same time, relating it to an adult costume. It doesn't matter, kid or adult, there are certain peripherals that really make you stand out and take just your jumpsuit and take it to another level. And like I said earlier, we're going to leave out proton packs, we're going to leave out neutrino wands, we're going to leave out PKE meters, ghost traps, ecto goggles. Those are all really cool things, but they're hard to come by and they're pricey. Or if you're doing a parade, maybe you just don't feel like walking around with all that gear, or if you're going to a Halloween party, you just don't feel like wearing it. So you can look like an authentic Ghostbuster. I have done so before in the past. Here is a picture decked out with no real equipment. First up is going to be the elbow pads. Elbow pads, you can get these all different types of places. If you want something a little bit more premium, you can go to Etsy, or you can go to GB Fans. I got these off Etsy. They have the little black square in there to make sure you have that Ghostbusters 1 Afterlife look. If you want something a little bit more affordable, you can just get something off Amazon. I got these for my little girl who told me that she wants to be a Ghostbusters for Halloween. I'll leave a link in the description below should you choose to go with the lower cost ones, but elbow pads are definitely key. Second is going to be some black chemical gloves. These don't have to be anything fancy. Black chemical gloves, they usually put on their belt. They are worn occasionally throughout the movies. Not very often, but they're mainly just hanging from their belt. So black chemical gloves, I will leave a link in the description below for these that I got off Amazon. Like I said, I didn't want anything crazy expensive. They are just an accessory. Speaking of accessories, what will go on, which I will talk about here in a second, your belt, are some key fobs. I got these little keychains off Amazon. These are very affordable, very cheap. I got these for my little girl for her costume. So I got this part, and then I just ordered some separate hooks because you usually want about 4 to 5 of these key fobs. I got her 4, and then I just added to cart some of these extra hooks, and you just let them dangle, and you want them to be different lengths. That's key, is you don't want them all to be the same thing. Some of them you want to have an extra loop. Some you'll have like double hook. So these are the ones off Amazon I'm giving to my little girl. I do have some premium key fobs that I got from Magnolia, and I did a little bit of weathering because you know that's my thing. So these are the ones for Magnolia. They don't have these scuffs stock. That's something I did. These are from Magnolia. They're a little thicker, real leather, heavy duty, so key fobs are important. Those key fobs go onto a belt. There are different ones that you can get. You can get some pretty cheap ones, which are usually like either just pure white or just pure black off Amazon. They're very affordable. If you want to step up a little bit more, you can go to GB Fans. However, I recently just got this belt. It is a true spec gray, movie accurate pistol belt from Tools and Talent Props. And this is extremely good quality. It's more flexible than my other belt that I used to wear. It actually, there's a lot of material. So if you are a bigger person, this will accommodate that. You don't have to like double stack up or do anything custom. I'll leave the size right here for what it is the minimum and maximum. But a belt is what's really going to separate your torso from your bottom and not make you look like a janitor. Obviously, under your suit, you want to have some type of black t-shirt. It can really be any black t-shirt. Don't have to get too crazy specific with that. You're only going to show a couple inches. Your zipper is going to come down to around just below your name tag. Next up are boots. You want to have some black boots, preferably ones with a side zipper. The ones in the movie, they do go much higher up than this version here, and the laces do go all the way up as well. But the side zipper is important. I went with something that is high enough with the side zipper, but not that high. Reason being is I'm not really someone who tucks their legs into the boots like 3 of the Ghostbusters. I'm more of the Dr. Vakeman, Bill Murray style, where he never really tucked his suit into the boots, so I just kind of let it go, just so you just see enough of a side zipper, and the fact that these were also a little bit more comfortable for me than some of the military style boots. And for my kid, I just got these black boots from Target. I think they were 30 bucks, and Rugged Bear is the brand. She needed a pair of like fallish winter boots anyway, and so I want something high top and like the lace thing, so these are going to look really adorable on her. And last but not least is a leg hose. I have 2 hoses. I have a yellow for more of a GB1 and a clear for more of like a GB2 or later versions. That is something kind of interesting. That is really just for flair. It's kind of interesting that when you have your leg hose connector coming out of your suit, a lot of people are like, so where does it attach? It attaches to nothing. You just kind of tuck it into your belt, which I always thought was interesting. And if you've never caught this before, check out this clip from Ghostbusters 1 during the montage where Dr. Vakeman they're kind of running through the street. You can see that it was tucked into not the back of the belt, like in many scenes of many Ghostbusters, it's in the back, but it was tucked into the side. And as he's running, I'll slow it down, you can actually just see it flop out. And I've seen that movie many, many times, and it wasn't until like this past year I saw that just flop out. So thought I would share that with you guys and get a kick out of it if you haven't noticed as well. But yeah, it just kind of gets tucked in there. It's just to kind of give a technical look to the suit. But that's pretty much it. Just some elbow pads here, the leg hose connector, some black leather gloves, the belt, key fobs to go with the belt, black boots, black t-shirt, and there you go. You can basically look like how I do in that picture, and you're not using any equipment. You have no proton pack, no neutrino wand, no ecto goggles, no PKE meter, no ghost trap, and you still look like the real deal. And so before I wrap up this video, I'm gonna insert a shot here. This is what she looked like before, and now with all the peripherals and that little bit of weathering that we did, took the Spirit Halloween suit and just completely, I mean, the little things matter. You know, one little thing, maybe not too much, but when you add 4, 5, 6 little things, it just ties everything in, and that is how you become a Ghostbuster. Thank you again for tuning in today's video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave a comment, and if you haven't done it already, please subscribe. Catch you guys next time. Out.